Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to bring you another evening of SSRL racing to your home theaters, home rooms, whatever you're watching from. Maybe TV, maybe your phone, maybe at your computer. We have round 9 out of 10, the penultimate round of the season. We're heading to Monaco, Monte Carlo for what is going to be our title decider in both championships already. The first quote unquote match point for UJ against Rowley and for Ferrari against Aston Martin, as we had to the shortest track on the calendar, not by lap time though, by track length, and we're gonna be seeing hopefully a very interesting race that means you're gonna be on the edge on everything. I would assume that we're gonna be moving to our race information graph next, and it has the Season 3 stats on your screen. There hasn't been a Monaco race on the Tuesday division for quite some time. This is why you see what is now the, I would say, Monday division lineup for the names at the bottom. 3.3 kilometers long. I think that's a couple of miles only. I think just above 2. I'm not so familiar with that unit. As 19 turns, and the last lap record was achieved by Andy, a 10.573 as the fastest lap as well inside of the race, which I won and also took the pole position. By Andy had more pace in this Grand Prix, but I took pole and the win over Russian Siri, who got second. Very important points at that stage in season 3 to get a climb over Andy. I think I was leading by 9 points. And if you don't know how that season ended, enjoy that for a later stage maybe. 5th position was Danger David, and 4 was Energetic, so Red Bull 4 and 5, while the sister team took the crown. And before this season's Monaco Grand Prix, I was the only one who took a win in Monaco in SSI history in season 3 and season 1 respectively. So these drivers are not going to be in play for tonight. We're going to be having very different drivers who can appear on the podium at the end of this. We have the track map in front of you, the only DS zone and its detection point at the end of the swimming pool section. We have a fast medium speed turn 1, fast uphill with lots of tiny movements on the wheel into a very long and ever slowing left-hander down the hill. That's the first sector. Then the hairpin with the tunnel. So the slowest and the fastest point on the track in one section, which you usually run on the highest downforce anyway. But on this year's game, you kind of need some rear wing chopped off to make moves. So I'm not sure if people will try that. Rear grip is not a problem in this game. Tight harbor chicane, and then into Tabak is the end of the second sector. Don't know why the line needs to be there for the detection, but hey. And then the swimming pool, the reprofiled one as well. Is it that sharp? Do I have the wrong iteration of the track map still? This looks extremely sharp of an angle. Let me check something. I think that's the old one actually. Might be the old one. No, this doesn't look any different. surprised it's that. It's that sharp on the track map. Looks very odd, I have to say. Looks like the old version. I'm gonna check that out for a moment here. We have some time on our hands. Schedule. Monaco GP in June this year. Where is that? No, it's actually that tight. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, so obviously that has been reprofiled in 2016 or something. I think it looks right, but I was still curious. Yeah, Roscas double right hand side apex into the final chicane. Anthony Noakes. I would call that a chicane because of the high curb. So, yeah. We will be moving to the standings of last week. And with that, I mean the results. Up on screen is the Monza result for you now. We saw a Williams 1-2 with Kwan taking his first podium of the SSRL in his SSRL history. And that was a very, very good performance by him and by his teammate. And we saw a rather funky race last time out. Kovachka took third, not the Ferrari driver we were expecting on the podium. But we had the reverse grid format going on, where we had to cancel the sprint, so less points are going to be dished out, but that makes it more interesting for tonight. Salvi, Mr. Benshot, and then Uja in 6, ADS Rendog, we had Jamaican Jam, Quincy in 10th, Davsy in front of Ibo Falcovari, and then Rowley in only 14th because of 18 seconds of time penalties. So big loss against UJ. And also, yeah, lots and lots of DNFs. Ajay, Tark and Gino, so big points lost for Aston Martin against Ferrari, who looked to be so strong. an Asian boy was in the house for the first time this season, and both the Saubers crashed in spectacular fashion. I can guarantee you that for free. Why can't I see the results now? What is going on here? Both of my sources don't work. Okay. That's always good. Yeah, sometimes the technology isn't doing what you want it to be doing. Yeah, UJ is leading by 35 points, which, as you can see by the pinned comment inside of the Discord, the Twitch chat, he needs to, Ronnie needs to outscore UJ by 8 points, or the championship is done because there's only one round left. Maximum of 27 points is possible per round as an individual driver. So yeah, T-Brain has caught up though. Rendog has dropped. 3 kind of weak races in a row. Xavier stayed where he is. 3 fourth places in a row. Tark and Gino as well. We got plenty of different podium sitters inside of the season, but yeah, he has not continued to being at the top. Ben Short, Jamaican Jam, Quan now into 10th position. Very nice to see. Crankcock, ADS, Skid Solo. Then from 14th downwards, it's Darcy Ibo, Matt the Tank, John Regazzoni, and Falco Roya. Although neither Matt nor John Regazzoni are racing tonight. I can't get the other one to work. Okay. Looks like I have to also do that live and again to show you what the Constructors Championship looks like. And yeah, a red team is leading the wettest dreams of the fans of the Maranello squad. 233 over 201 points means that Ferrari need to outscore Aston Martin by 16. As a team, you can get 48 points. That's 21 for P1, and that's 26 for the win. Plus the fastest lap point, that's 48. So yeah, closest team that has to achieve that was Mercedes in Miami with 43, and then third in front of Williams, Haas, and Red Bull. Both of the latter kind of close. Yeah, Sauber's double DNF, 0 points. That's the first one of the active teams since Alpine in round 1. So yeah, you can't really count Racing Bulls that don't have active drivers. McLaren is in 8th, 1 point ahead of Alpine. And 10th is Racing Bulls. Yeah, Williams. Oh, sorry. Best result is obviously Williams with 47 out of 48 from last week. So I completely missed that there in the column. So that result again over the rivals in third, and they're going to be looking good. But yeah, they need to score big. And as far as I'm aware, both of the teammates are here for tonight. Am I left alone? Yeah, I'm left alone once again. That's fine. Mercedes, it is for Quincy. Mr. Ben Short, first time chatter. Hello, sad to see you're not racing. I hope you get well soon. Looks right to me. I figured that finally as well with the track map. I'm anticipating at least 2 safety cars. There's one reason I would vote against that. The overall assumption of me is, and I have almost 10 years of F1 league racing experience now this year, is that the rate of safety car is probably set up per track. So let's say you have a reduced safety car, the chances of that are even lower on the street tracks already. So yeah, when I run my own league, and for previous seasons we had it on normal frequency, and even then quite severe crashes wouldn't bring out a safety car. So my tendency is with our current rules that they probably won't be triggered that much, but with the red flag back, so that is probably more likely than more safety cars, I think, at the moment, because the red flag is usually triggered when there's 2 or more in the same sector, like yeah, mostly DNF, not only crash, but like the more they crash in one place, the more likely a red flag is. Safety car is gonna be interesting. We're getting more and more people in the lobby. I'm trying to see if I missed someone here for my notes. Not the case for now. And we are a couple of seconds away from go time. 16 drivers for tonight's Grand Prix, which is plenty to enjoy some chaos, I would say. And we got who uses Discord in fucking light mode? My eyes. So Quincy as a reserve in for Mr. Chott. Reserve is also Sibo in the McLaren and Ducato in the V-Carb. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, that's 16, okay. And here we are. The Monaco qualifying, most important event for tonight. Or session, let's go with session. The typical upset might be happening. Let's see. Quincy not here. Gonna take predictions into my own hand. Okay, feel free to join me along in the chat. I'm gonna do, we have a little prediction game every time. I'm gonna predict the pole position and the next two drivers after that, and then the race. Who is the best qualifier inside of the season? I think T-Brand, if I'm not mistaken. So T-Brand for pole. I'm gonna go... Uche had some troublesome qualifyings lately. Salvi seems good. Let's go. I'm going Salvi second. And... Oh, Rendok third. I'm feeling it. Race I'm gonna do later. Also, one more prediction, or at least something I wanted to talk about. I feel like currently it's not likely, or at least I can't put my finger down and say, okay, this driver might be the one I'm thinking of, but I'm really feeling it in a sense that this race isn't won by any of the main contenders, and that someone that has been maybe there and about maybe take a win. But the problem is that there would be either Tarkingino or Kvachka, which would be very surprising. Because Uche has won so far, T-Brain has won, Rendok has won, Rolly has won. And after that, it's still... Yeah, you need more things to go wrong. So it's either Salvi, Kovachka or Tarkingino. I don't think it's likely, but I wouldn't also be surprised if it happens tonight. So Monaco can be this. Everything is the usual, or nothing is in the ordinary. As we already see the first lap time by T-Brand started. First sector is already done. Less than 19 seconds it took him to get around the first part of the track. As the track is very busy, we have some clear skies, beautiful weather in the afternoon here. All of the airs needs to be deployed every time you get on the straight line, and there's been a yellow flag. I think that's probably Ibo letting someone through, and there's an invalidation for T-Brand. This is something also I was keeping in mind. If you invalidate too often, like, you want to do the first one safe, so you have a time on the board and don't go back into the pits with that bad feeling that, oh, yeah, no time. Ducato sets the first time. It's a 16-0, will be beaten by Rendok by some margin. 3.4 seconds, in fact, who is a provisional pole position holder. Goes over the line. And next, Quincy's starting. The Haas of Salvi is. He's only Haas. Okay. What's with Devsy? Devsy only started. Falco Warrior has invalidated the lap. Is that Tarkangino? Yeah, Tarkangino next over the line. Yeah, it's always tricky to find people inside of their laps. 12.4. Cannot be beaten by Jamaican Jam and the Red Bull. No. But that is the... Oh, T-Brain has left. That's bad. Let me get that guy back in. I think he's at the bottom end here. T-Brain. Kovachka to second, 2 tenths behind Tarkangino. That is obviously interesting in terms of the Constructors' Championship. Uj only 4th after the first run. What's with Falco Warrior? Oh, he's way back here. Devsy over the line. Medium tires and way too much fuel. No Sivo over the line. Goes to second. Ibo into the pit lane. Who's that? McLaren. Is that Quincy? That was Quincy. 7th. On a new setup. There's a triple screen monitor. Oh, there was an Alpine in the wrong direction. There's a triple screen monitor and is running cockpit again. Kovachka 3rd. Yeah, we said that. And Saivi is 4th. Just hitting the wall after his run is always better than inside of the run. Who's still on a lap? Schizzolo hasn't started yet. Quan is back out again, it seems. Has Uj some fuel left? Well, the indicator at the bottom is not blinking, so yeah. If you use 6 kilos, you can go like 3 laps here with at least 1 cooldown in between. Because it takes so little fuel out of the car. If you use 5 kilos, you can do outlap, and that's another invalidation. You can do outlap, hot lap, cooldown, hot lap again, and then a slow in lap, I think. And if you do 6 kilos, then you're basically guaranteed to do all of it in very quick succession. Falco in front of Uj is a surprise, but the times are not competitive. 14 something isn't competitive. Sorry to say that. Skid Solo taking not the best apex for what is the Grand Hotel hairpin. And T-Brand seems to be having the desync issue where everyone leaves the lobby but yourself. Which means that you are the only one that is not in the lobby. Skid Solo is currently better than the 10th fastest time. The purple sector usually indicates or should indicate that he has the overall best, but is not the case for the game, and that is way too much rotation. Cool. And he goes to 10th. He beats Ducato. And Osibo goes to the top. Yeah, maybe that's the guy I was looking out. Do they have the same livery? They do, I think that's what Ibo was asking. Provisional pole position with 10 minutes to go goes to the Turkish driver of not our championship contender, who's currently... Wait, what? Rolly's not even here! Oh, he's 16. Sorry, I'm fucking blind. Or stupid not to see him there. Desi is disqualified and Rolly takes to the pole position! Desi has been disqualified for blocking the pit lane exit. For waiting to get Rolly by. You always need to be moving. I'm sorry, mate. Desi and disqualification name a more iconic duo, but the Turkish guys are on top and Kwon is to 3rd already. That is very close. Who's the next guy? It's, I think, Kovachka. Yeah, because Tibran is now out again. Not the qualifying contenders for the pole I've been expecting. Should be alerted. Rendog on a 13.0. Very nicely number. Kovachka with 2 podiums inside of this season. Easy looking for that third one that could seal the deal inside of the team championship. Kovachka goes to 4th, improves by almost 3.5. Saive over the line to start his next one. We had the Mercedes, Quincy outlap, Rendog. Cool down, but you don't want to start the lap with 60. Not sure what the plan is there. In lap UJ, once again invalid. Not great. Over a second behind the pole position time right now. Let's go to Tibran. On board with the Williams driver. That's the wrong button. Turn 1 also nicely managed, and you use all of your airs to blast up the hill into the casino square. Take a very late second apex, then slide it in for the right hand side. Mirabeau is the end of the first sector. Then this small kick into the Grand Hotel hairpin. Usually you can do this in the second gear because there's so much traction on the rear and so little downside, but more traction on the exit. You shouldn't be using first here, that's not too good. Extra rotation but less traction at the end. More ES used into the Nouvelle chicane. Use a lot of curb on the inside. Don't crash on the exit on the outside. Then Tabak tried to commit in 4th as Rolly goes to another improvement by 3/10 and is the current extended pole position holder. Tibran has used a lot of ES inside of the swimming pool. Another first gear. That's way too low, my guy. Another first gear. We're not driving 2016 cars. And he still goes to pole position by 4/10. I don't know how he managed to do that, but I think there's even more time in that. If you didn't do that. Randong is currently being beaten by Quincy as Tarkin Gino is about to finish off his lap. But that improvement isn't too great, so he could think about stopping, but he continues on, doesn't abort the lap as he goes and stays in 7th with only a 10th improvement, very late in the first turn. Next guy over the line, Falco Royal to start the next lap. Scythe is 3rd into the pit lane, has improved as well, past no Sibo. One hasn't found the time, is 3 thousandths ahead of Kovachka in 6th. And then, yeah, where are our guys? Rolly 2nd, UJ 10th. Rolly 2nd, Tarkin Gino 7th, with Kovachka 6th and UJ 10th. It's not great for constructors. As of right now. ES on none usually means not pushing. Jamaican Jam. He had to find a competitive time. 79. That's the first one he got on the board, basically. Quan with the next lap. We're approaching the 5-minute mark. If you're currently out and the lap time doesn't go your way and you still have a fresh set of tires, then you can complete the current one, come back in and still be ready to go out and, yeah. Have enough time to go out again. Jamaican Jam doesn't look comfortable at all. Mr. Benchot, thank you very much for your follow. Great to have you inside of the season. Hopefully for many to come. And obviously a surprising first season podium in Miami only took you, I think, 4 races, if I'm not miscounting. Over the line comes Jamaican Jam, and he jumps to 13th only. Finds 2 seconds, but is nowhere near the times of the top guys. So who's the next guy? Now it's gonna be very tricky to get right. UJ back into the pit lane. Falco Royer slow! Oh, no, no, no! That's definitely an impeding moment by Falco Warrior. Kowalski's committing, but he hit the wall on the inside of the final turn. And is spinning out on the main straight. And he's gonna be frustrated with that Alpine once again. An Alpine who is not aware of the situation around him. Big damage, big mistakes, and he goes into the wall in the first turn as Rendok improves to a 12.4, finds 0.6 of a second. As Quan, no, is that Tibra? No, that's an outlap. So go with Quan. Rolly is in front, it's an outlap. 3 minutes to go. Quan is on 0. Why? Is that gonna be an improvement even? For now, it's not. He can't charge another lap. What's with Sibo? Not faster, but also not charging. Very weird tactic. Quincy. Let's watch him. I think the rest is still on prep laps. Oh no, wait, Rolly is already through. No, that's Parkegino on an outlap. Salvin on an outlap. Yeah, let's go Quincy. And he's aborted. Oh, that's the second outlap. And Fagorias into the first turn. And off he goes. Potential pole position time coming up by Rolly. But he needs 2 more tenths. 2 more tenths. Inside of the final couple of corners. T-Brand improves even further. Sorry we missed that. I was pretty sure Quan was the dot in front, but he is not. He's behind. Roller goes to 11.1. That's only 2/10 down. Quan needs to abort. Has invalidated his lap time. What's with no Sibo? Into the pit lane. Mismanaged that fuel and everything. UJ now off to start his lap. Quincy's on a second outlap for his final attempt. Sorry, we'll start now. Is that maybe the case for Takagino as well? He's going slow. He's definitely going slow. He needs to be careful about Salvador because he's pushing. He's keeping that EIS on even. And he's in the way! And Salvi's lap is invalidated because Takagino gets in the way! Why are you not waiting in front of Tabak on the left-hand side? What is wrong with you? Don't do these silly mistakes. That's a quali ban probably for Takagino and Falco Warrior. For, yeah, Australia next time. No improvement by Rendok, who's also invalidated that lap. There's nothing in the tank here. There's nothing in the tank here. Frustration with the Italian probably. What's with Quincy? Still on a charge lap. 27 seconds. Completely pushed in the rears to death. Jamaican Jam is gonna be one of the last guys over the line. And Takagino has also started his lap. Jamaican Jam needs something absolutely magical. Over 3 seconds to the pole position time. Almost 4 seconds behind it. UJ also invalidated. Only 9th. Starting only 9th. Quincy is through. Didn't make it. Didn't push early enough. And is out of any meaningful running. Of any meaningful position rather than just getting some experience on board. I'm just double checking. Rolly is still pushing. I don't know what he's pushing though. Takagino over the line. A 10-foot making huge difference of at least 1 position, even 2 if he could have found it. Not the case. I think only the last meaningful member is Jamaican Jam, who's all over the place. Where is he going? Left and right. On the back exit. 710s have been found. That's only one position. He is so far down. Almost the car over rotating at every corner. And he finds half a second and it's still down by 15.2. And pole position goes to T-Bran. It's Rolian and Nocebo. Would have been 2 if I wasn't taking out in Vegas. Pole position once again for the... Let me check. That's why I keep track of it. For the now 3rd time goes to T-Bran. Rolly and Nocebo make it a Turkish 2-3 on the road. Salvi, Kwan, Kovachka, Tarantino, Rendok, UJ, Quincy, Falcoboy, Jamaican Jam, Skid Solo, Ducato, Silbo, and Desi. We have a 56 start, so that's 3 minutes from now. And yeah, I'm gonna go for the predictions of the race. Feel free to join me. Everyone needs to do the 2-stop as it happened in last year's Monaco Grand Prix as well. I'm thinking this made it actually very interesting to drive, I have to say. Okay, so I think is T-Bran the best call? Both of them seem to have also internet issues. I'm thinking T-Bran Rolly stays the same. I think Nocebo might be a bit of a pressure cooker, so I'm thinking Salvi 3rd. Kovachka 4th, and I say Uja makes it to 5th. 21, 17, 14. What's P5? I think 11. Oh, 12. 5, 4, 3. Yeah, yeah, with that prediction, Rolly in 2nd, Uja in 5th would move the championship to next week. Current tire strategies. Tournards. Yeah, interesting. I have to say I was surprised at the mediums for Andy, although no one could see the race because it wasn't broadcasted. Lasted so long because I was told the hards should be put on as soon as you can and then just do 2 stints hard. But yeah, the mediums were good, so probably medium hard, medium, or medium hard, whatever you fancy. With a race like this, where you need to pit at least a second time, I would always keep the hard to the end. One minute away. A couple of seconds. Alright, I hope everyone is ready. Can't do channel predictions, okay. Sad. The formation lap is underway. Ducato in 14th and Sergeant Devsey have chosen to take the hard tires. Everyone else is on the medium. Big pressure moment for UJ, who is currently in a position where lots and lots of things can happen. Rolly has only to overtake one driver ahead to make sure, yeah, he's in a better position for the championship standing, or the championship picture, I should say. UJ has quite significant gap, where even if he doesn't finish tonight and Rolly just stays in this position, the gap would only go down to 9. No, sorry, my math is off. To 14 points, not 19. It's 14 points. And Ude has underfilled the car, but I don't know by how much. Very short formation lap. Same as Austria, but at least you... yeah, well, tire warm-up is difficult. Rolly and Tarquinino need to outscore Ferrari by 16 points. No, sorry. Ferrari, Kovachka and Ude need to outscore Aston Martin by 16 points to get the championship done tonight. And if Rolly doesn't score more than 8 or more points than UJ, he will be out of the championship, and with Ferrari champion in Division 1 as well as in Division 2. Kovachka has fucked up the parking, and we are underway, going to the 5 red lights of the Monaco Grand Prix. There are 2 jump start penalties for Quincy and Falco Rory, and at the front it's Tibran, and No Sibo isn't able to put Rolly under pressure. Oh, there was a lockup. He's still through. The camera didn't show it. They're side by side. Oh, that's a crash, and Rolly's road. Big shot, big shot. Oh my god. Red Dog and Rolly out. Red Dog and Rolly out. This should be a red flag. This should be a red flag. How is this a virtual safety car? Red flag. The session has been red flagged. Red flag. After a huge shunt with Rolly, and Osibo has no stakes in the championship. Just fighting with Rolly, his own countryman, maybe putting him in a position where this is now the end of the championship fight, and UJ is the winner no matter what happens tonight. Because I think Tyrant's total points is already too far behind. I would have checked on that. Give me a second, we have the moment. 105, that is 42 points. That is still technically possible also, but Randog is retired. So Tibran needs to win, and Uj needs to retire. That's gonna be a tough task, but yeah. And we go to the restart of the race. Let's see what the tires hold. We have Kuan 2 hearts, Jamaican Jam 2 hearts as well, and Uj as well. Quincy still a drive-through penalty. Tibran leads away once again. No Sibo second. There's Salvi third, and Quincy's to fourth. And another spin at the back. It's Ibo. Restart has happened. Yeah, 3 tires to the hearts now, drive-through penalties, and 2 10-second time penalties as well. So Quincy will be moved off of that 4th position very soon as well. And big loss of points for Aston Martin. Their chance to outscore now is significantly weakened with Tarquin only in 7th. The front 2, the top front 3 are trying to get away. First gap is with Tarquin in fact. Has been gapped. I don't know why when I raise my voice lately that, although I'm not ill, I kind of get this very weird cough kind of feeling inside of my throat, which made this moment ruin it. Yeah. I kind of still use my voice a lot, but for streaming especially, but I don't get why just raising the voice a bit is so much trouble for it. Oh, and Tarquin has damaged his wing. Gibran has gapped. No Sibo for a moment. There, Salvi has lost connection to the guys in front, Korn as well. And now there's big damage, and Aston Martin's chances of getting anything out of this are absolutely plummeting down the order. And Uj will pass the limping Dutchman. Jamaican. Oh my god, what happened there? Falco Roy just completely went into the chicane, hitting someone, I think, as well. I think he hit someone. Is there damage to Jamaican Jam's car? Not from what I can tell. But there's damage to Falco Roya's teammate takes the first lap of the race. Top 5 have checked out. Completely checked out. Tarquin is... Yeah, a noose. Oh my god. Uj went very deep. Tarquin locked the front brakes probably because of the lowered front wing, and then Jamaican Jam went through as well. One Aston Martin is having a drive-through, the other one is repairing his car. And Kwon is lagging now on the track map. Very interesting. Just trying to see if anyone is reporting that as well. Koechka is hunting down Korno, and Uj needs to find a gap of 5.6 seconds. There's no one racing each other basically. Skid Solo is on the verge of Tarquin. Coming ever so much more closer, and he decides to pit, so that's out of the window as well. And Quincy is on back into 11th position. Yeah, maybe I need to train my voice more, but yeah, that was quite a shocking thing. Couldn't get any air to say something more about that crash. Another pit stop for Falco Warrior? Really? Ducato at the back of Skid Solo, and also Quincy is closing in. The car up against Skid Sauber. And both of the Alpines gonna be lapped soon. Very much yeah, a reflection on their season. They're gonna be opening is over soon. The odd one winner debate I tried to open at the start of the broadcast is still on with both of the drivers are cold. in second and third position. Kwon from first podium to first win would be also quite a story, but that gap is quite big at the moment, 7.67. 7.6 seconds, my god. Takenino goes by an Ibo, but Ibo's usually trying to get out of the way for people and not ruin their races. Yeah, yeah, honestly shocked to see. Obviously the angle wasn't great. When we gotten up the hill, yeah, Rolly was already around, and then obviously no one behind could probably see that properly, so yeah, that was an inevitable shunt at that stage. Like, you are quite fast there, despite this track having a very low average speed. Yeah, you can't really react to that. Quincy on the back of Ducato has lost Skid Solo, who himself is on the back of Jamaican Jam now. Looking at the track map, nothing has really moved. I think Kwon has followed Salvi more. Is there damage? No, maybe just a lock up, and then you just try to go slow, avoid the barrier. Things like this. Kwon has some internet issues. Definitely. And the yellow by one of the Alpines, maybe they swapped. Not sure. Sibo is keeping T-Run honest. And Quincy is very eager on the throttle. But the exit wasn't good. That's so fast there. Oh, he's trying! He's trying! Is that an overtake? A Monaco! They come together! They come together, and there's damage to Quincy's car. Hard to call. Looks like race incident to me. Yeah, maybe Ducato turned in a bit too early, but yeah. Oh my god! And he locks the brakes. That's definitely a wing change and some new hard tires. Let's go to Kwon. This race is far from over. Yeah. By the way, on the corner on the safety car, Mr. Ben shot, if you stay here, you saw that. Like, the immediate reaction by the game was VSC after that shunt. Oh! Speaking of shunts, Desi has parked it. Oh, that was probably not good. I'm not sure if Jamaican Jam saw that. Yeah, I'm used to having one button to look back and not needing to switch here, so apologies that we missed that. Kwon is putting Salvi under pressure. Immensely under pressure. And that might be back-to-back podiums. And one, yeah, probably the most two different tracks on the calendar, from Monza to Monaco. Highest to lowest average speed per lap. And Kwon is on it. And Desi has retired inside of the pit lane. Oh, and that is... Oh. I don't know if he's gonna see this, but yeah. What the fuck? That was someone hitting the wall, and that's Ibo. UJ is at the back of his teammates. What's with this situation? Everyone obviously got their stop done, but they need to make these tires last longer now. Especially if you start on an hard, that's yeah, not really something good in terms of news for you. Another hit somewhere, probably Ivo again. The Ferraris don't need to do anything. Rolly is out, UJ is champion. Whatever they do, they just need to outscore Tarantino. And they're doing that right now. Nothing to worry about. But Salvi has his mirrors full over Williams, who's going completely over the curbs. The T-Brand pits. After only 7 laps on that medium tire. So I'll go longer with other people. No front wing damage. Okay. Yeah, Kwon is lagging badly. That internet connection is not helping. The people around him. That could be very, very tricky. He was retired in the pit lane. Another one to fall. Yeah, who likes to drive at the back in Monaco, especially with low safety car rates. I think we still have it on reduced. So damage is standard. Yeah, there's probably nothing coming out here. Ducato into the pit lane is gonna be serving a 10-second time penalty at the start of the race. With all of the collisions, you needed to be stationary for another additional 10 seconds. Are Ferrari gonna fight it out? Or what is their plan? Because UJ definitely looks faster and Kovačka is kind of shoved into the pit lane. As T-Run is already at the back of them. Lost so little. Such an easy pit stop gap. Oh, Tarantino through. On Skid Solo. Either they had a contact. Or he just completely misjudged the braking and then maybe hit the wall. Definitely not ideal, but 8 laps of medium tires can be changed now. Kovačka comes out behind Jamaican Jam. He's on the hards and he will be going on for longer. No, he stays ahead. He stays ahead. Not even pushing to this help him. T-Bran against UJ. Something that could have been a fight for the driver's title, but T-Bran missing 2 races and then winning 2 out of the first 4, and then in the other ones he scored single digits. Doesn't help your championship fight when there's 10 races and then every single race counts. Salvi crashed in front of us here! And there's a safety car! But no one is really there. The Kwon is there! He can pit for free! He can pit for free! The question is 26 laps on hards? I don't think that's gonna be the case. Salvi crashed. That was a very late crash as well. It was like he probably jumped the curb and then tried to correct the car, and then just the power slide out of the turn moved him there. Safety car's just stationary there. Yeah, that makes the other ones very, very interesting. Sibo needs to pit, and he will get the best pit stop for the medium runners he could have asked for. If you still have a fresh hard, I would keep that. I wouldn't pit now. I would just try to extend, because is it possible to do so many laps on a hard? Drive-through penalty for Kwon! No! No! How How do you mess that up now? No, Kwan! That was your podium! Uche didn't pit! I wasn't able to so far. 25 laps. Boah. See, that's long. I would only try that with a fresh heart if I was a driver inside of this race now. Wow. Is T-Ran leading? No, he is not. Sibo gets the perfectly timed pit stop by the safety car assist of Salvi. And he has a fresher tire because T-Ran tried to undercut. Safety car. The 30 can count. Apparently 18 turns. What? That's too... How is that one turn? How is that one turn? I ask questions here. The safety car period is probably going to stop at the end of next lap with all drivers now catching up. Uche didn't pit. He still has either medium or a hard still available to him. So I don't know if he thinks he can't make it at this stage of the race to the end. He's still minus 1 lap. And we have probably one of the only safety cars here. So I don't know why he's not choosing to go to lean mode, because he would save so much on the fuel there. You can't, I don't know if you will get back so much fuel. So yeah, Falco Warrior and Uche are the only ones who haven't pitted recently. And as soon as I say that, Falco Warrior comes in. So yeah, track position good for Uche, but huge tire disadvantage. And yeah, now is kind of like 22 laps I can see more easily achievable with the hard tire. Yeah, that's a used medium for Falco Warrior as well. Definitely another pit stop. 8 laps from Quincy as well. That's probably another one as well. And the ones who also pitted quite recent are Yeah, I think on the fence, Quan still needs to serve his drive-through penalty, and Uja is also the only one who hasn't complied to the rules of stopping. And the safety car comes in at the end of his lap, and Nosibo will be dictating the pace at the front. Let's listen to his engine, and when he gets back on the throttle and restarts this race at the start of lap 18. And he has started very early, even before the final turn. But that also gave T-Band quite the read on. He has dropped too far back. Kovačka is close. And Quan is off in the pit lane. What's going on here? What happened to Quan? What the... Huh? No, he's hitting the wall? There's damage! Something has happened! Quan's race is compromised! He will drop so far back. He needs to get a new set of tires. And, yeah. Probably gonna serve the drive through last. Yeah, he has used all of his tires, so it's gonna be used hard. Tarantino cuts the turn of the Nouvelle chicane. Gets 10 seconds for that. Yeah, did slow down enough in time, and Quincy's into 5th now. T-Burn is on the gearbox of Nocivo. That's surely damage repairs of Quan. If he has repair wing damage on, he's gonna serve that first, but then he needs to pit at the end of next lap to serve the drive-through. Pit stop Tarantino as well. Big calamity. Jamaican Jam now leads a train of 3 cars. Consistent on... Consisting of Skill Solo and Falgoraya. Sometimes words are hard. Absolutely powerful. Powerful? What the fuck? Absolutely horrific. Day 4 Quan now. Jamaican Jam 3-second time penalty. Wow. I think that's the first one, no? I think the other ones were for straight corner cutting. Ferraris, what's up with you? Oh, you need to change position. Yeah, and Uja is applying to that. Complying to that. Yeah, either if he didn't pit under the safety car, I'm feeling he's running that second medium, and then he's completely right to stay out because he couldn't complete that distance with that tire. I guarantee you that for sure. Fastest first sector by Kovačka inside of this lap it seems, and Quincy is catching up. Quan is now boxing, rather serving his penalty. T-Ran has dropped back. Let's go with Quincy. Taking the wheel of the Mercedes for tonight. Is running triple screen cockpit cam layout. Oh! Laid on the brakes for the full immersion. Said to me in pride. Oh my god, I shouldn't watch you. Brings bad luck, it seems. Yeah, brings back the enjoyment, and the immersion is very high. So yeah, tough race, tough track to have one of your first racing experiences with a 50% race. Skill Solo I don't know why you're burning a battery on a straight. Is there damage to Jamaican Jim's car? No. Similar tire life. There's softs to Tarkingino. Has he already run out of tires? He was in the pits quite often, but I would rather use a used hard. Yeah. The first hard he got rid of at the red flag, and then he maybe used it later, so... But the running was quite interrupted so far. The longest stint was 13 laps, I think. Yeah, 13 laps was the longest stint. So yeah, the tires aren't damaged too badly if you swap to them. If he started on that tire and probably used a couple of percentages, so the second hard in that graph he had was the one from the start. So you couldn't go say no tire change, please. I don't know. Do you have to change tires in F1? At every pit stop? I don't think you have to. But no one uses that. Because they can deploy their tire allocations of dry tires in more detail compared to us in the game. This is why we don't see this. Juan takes the fastest lap of the race away from the guy in front of him, who he has caught up to. Yeah, the soft tires are gonna die soon. I can give you that for free. Skid Solo in pursuit of Jamaican Jam. Actually, also I think a very constructive fight. Yeah, 20 points in between Kick Sauber and Red Bull, both only with one driver here. Jamaican Jam has a 3-second time penalty to his name. Skid Solo has achieved his best ever finish inside of the Japanese Grand Prix earlier in the season with 5th, which was previously not really possible in the without the drivers were distributed and the races were held. Quite a strong field throughout his racing in SSRL history, and he has been a staple of it since the start. Has taken the Constructors' Championship with Andy, I think. Let me check. No, it was second in season 2 with Andy in the Mercedes. Wout and Ivo have took that, I think. Yeah, Wout and Ivo in the Mercedes second. I think myself in the Alfa Romeo third. There's the UJ pit stop. What's the tire? Hard. Okay, waited quite long. Now only 15 laps. I think that's not enough time, especially with traffic. Well, if UJ crashes, then nothing really changes. But T-Brain gains a lot of points currently. 21 to 7, maybe 9. 12 points for 5th, I think. So it's 11th for 6th, then 10th. No, yeah, 9 points. But that's not enough. He's need to retire basically. I'm also not too sure. Quincy needs to pit for sure again, like 15 laps. Phew. He still needs to do another 15. That's 30 laps. No chance. But there's a pit. There's a gap. Sorry, wrong button. Pit stop window is, let's say, 20. Then he's 35. Okay, he comes out in the traffic. We're just watching, so yeah. Not the best. Oh! And Falco Royer spins and that's damage to the front wing of UJ, who just pitted. These Alpines are an absolute nuisance. Nuisance? Yeah, I think nuisance. Oh my god. Another race ruined. Is that possibly the lowest finishing position inside of a race where the driver's champion is being crowned? Could be, because I think I took that last season. With P8? Oh, that needs to load for a moment. Okay. I'll check on that. Hang on. Race result. P7. P freaking 7. UJ is in 7th. I don't know if he's gonna be having the pace. Teamer is back with no Sibo. And Kovachka is on podium. On podium course once again. Is that back-to-back-to-back podiums for Kovachka? Let me also check that out one for you. We have some time. Monza I'm pretty sure he did. Very sure he did. Revised results. For Vegas. Why is it taking so long to load this shit today? UJ gets by on skid solo, but it's with a crowbar, with elbows out. Holy smokes, he's in 6th position. He is in 6th position. Moving up the order rather than down, despite the damage. Quan can't make anything work against Tarkangino. Soft tires dead, Tarkangino pits. Finally, Quan probably thinks. Medium's already 7 laps old. Still 12 to go. I find that hard to believe that is something that will work till the end. Uche is back with Jamaican Jam as well. I think the tire advantage is just that big at the moment. We will move into 5th position, and yeah, I think despite the 14 seconds, we'll probably try to catch Quincy and will also do that. He's in a no man's land. What? Oh, an hit! Is that more damage? It's finally loaded. No. Kovachka wasn't on the podium for Vegas. Okay. Nice. And Quincy pits. Let's see tires. The old medium. Yeah, I can see that work. Also, big gap. Figueroa comes in after 13 laps of mediums. Quincy wants to do basically 13 in total. Intermediate tires for Figueroa. We have officially run out of tires and there's more damage to car. Was a Jamaican Jam? Yeah, front right hand side is now damaged. What's worse here? Front left, definitely. Definitely front left. For Tabak not, but the turns after that it is bad with left hand side end plate, and UJ is, yeah, I think making the best out of his tires. That's why he's so fucking fast right now. Goes to the inside of Jamaican Jam. No, doesn't commit. Red Bull stays ahead for now. And OJ is trying to line him up. 37 seconds between 4th and 3rd. That's over half a lap. Is it? 1 minute 10? No. Yeah, it's like 6 seconds too short. It's like 43 seconds, then we're kind of at the back area. Quincy is into the pit lane again, goes for soft tires. Did he have damage? He had damage on the outlap. He did a Quan. He did an UJ. Oh my god. Falcovari into the pit lane again. Probably to change onto a tire he had, but he could have done it this way. Kovachka is also into the pit lane, but there's like a fucking... This is like the physical gap between Monaco and San Marino or something. In terms of F1, yeah, timing terms, I would say. Thrash medium. But he won't, yeah, he's very far back. Trash tire is good, but for 10 laps to catch 23 seconds. Very unlikely. Fastest lap coming up by Quincy, I would assume, soon. UJ is still following through. Yeah, so 37 is like 1 minute. Oh, and UJ is through! Wow! Committed. Pits up by Kwon again. Yeah. 3 lap old medium tires. 7 7 and 14. 1 minute. 1 minute 14 seconds. 7 7 14. 74 seconds. Yeah, that was the halfway point with 37 seconds at one stage. And UJ is getting away from Jamaican Jam immediately. Tires, who are the oldest, are currently on the second place T-Bran. Then we have Jamaican Jam as well as no Sibo. 8 laps. Can they do additional 8 laps? That's gonna be so tricky. There's a yellow. For probably letting other people by, I guess. Are they lapped? They are lapped, yeah. And yeah, Kwon lets Quincy by as well. Very nice. Not sure if he didn't spot that the guy for position was also behind that. Unlapping from the second placed driver on a fresh soft tire despite nothing to be gained. I wouldn't do that. Would suck to not have the fastest lap, but Quincy is not in his championship fight. Not in his championship even. That's like his second outing because he wants to drive. And it's his league, so... whatever, I guess. Gets side by side, gets alongside. Oh, crash! He crashed the second place driver into the fucking wall! Quincy, no! 10-second time penalty for Gibran! His second position is in question! What was that? Also, T-Bran could have just lifted. No need to commit there. Tarkin Gino goes into 6th position because Jamaican Jam is pitting. Is T-Bran in need to pit? He is. Because of a lapped car. Honestly, if I'm seeing this, there's a guy with soft tires behind. just lift. Like, he is getting away in the next couple of corners and he's no trouble. Why even put your nose in? I'm sorry, T-Ran. This is also on you. There was no legs. Just let him commit. Kovachka is taking second now. By a country mile. A team has decided to call it a day. Not even a podium he wants. That's a Ferrari 2-3 by Kovachka in front of Uj. Will take the crown. 10-second time penalty for ignoring yellow flags by Jamaican Jam, who just pitted as well. Want to use mediums, I assume? No, fresh mediums even. Yeah. Interesting. Skid Solo is in 4th all of a sudden. What the flipping F? 20 lap old hard tires. What the Huh? What? Excuse me? Sorry? Huh? Started 13th, up by 9 positions. Takajin is on 5 stops. Nice. Interesting. Yeah. There's nothing going on apart from lipping. I don't know what to tell you. Nothing going on. Apart from pressure from Kwon, because he has somewhat fresher tires, but also front wing damage. How is Tarkingino after all this 5th? Huh? What? Quincy is at the back of Jamaican Jam now? Also with damage, Ducato just overtook T-Bran, who has not said anything in the chat. How old are these softs? Already 5 laps old. 2 lap. Yeah, that position is his anyway, but. And is on the throttle too early. Now he lets him by despite the mistake. Extra lost time. Whatever. The surprise win is there. I called it. Maybe I jinxed it now. Maybe I just jinxed it. And well, even then, Kovachka would take it and it would be still a right call. And then I just jinxed it. And again, UJ is second. Skid Solo takes. UJ is first. Skid Solo takes the win. What is this flipping F podium as well? This is like the 2024 Expectations Grand Prix. Ducato is led by P7. Get out of the way. Quincy's pushing the tires to their death. Is that the attempt on the fastest lap that fails? Obviously, the tires are fucking done. Tarkingino is fighting for 4 with Skid Solo. 8 lap old medium tires against 22 lap old hards. There's no grip on the rear. I can give you that for free. But also the mediums aren't that great. Low fuel, yeah. Oh, speaking of fuel. Okay, he handled that. Final fight for position between the green cars. Skid Solo. They would outscore Red Bull by a couple of points because, well, the penalties cancel out each other out. So Jamaican Jam 8th, Skid Solo 4th would be crazy. They would, yeah, catch up. Attempt made by Tarkingino. Skid Solo doesn't fight that too hard. That's fine. The tires are old. Position 5 is still awesome. What a race by him. And Jamaican Jam sticks with Quincy. At the front, nothing happens. Kovačka is catching, but not by much. What's the fastest lap? Only 3/10. Not good enough. And I think he has the 3S track. No, not really. We'll have some lap cars. He's catching a lot. Okay, now Sibo's taking it easy. Yeah, like, try to space out the 7 seconds advantage over the next 2.5 laps. Don't kill your tires. Kovačka is pushing, I'm sure, but... I can't believe the prediction came true. It's a surprise winner. I felt that before. Like, after my dinner, I was like, yeah, something's gonna happen. Something is gonna happen. No one of the top contenders is gonna be there to win it at the end, no matter how good the races were. 6.2? No. Musiba's cleared the next guy. Jamaican Jam, another 3 seconds. How do you do that on a track like this? How do you do that? No rhythm inside of the car. It's a tough track. Oh! Quincy's going the wrong way! In a very stylish fashion. The reverse Nico Rosberg from 2014. Yeah, look to your right. Yeah, in Germany we say rechts vor links, which means right before left. It's probably left before right in the country where you drive on the left, not on the right. 5 seconds. I don't think that's gonna be enough, despite the charge. Maybe the most controversial race inside of the season. Ocon dives the leader. Doesn't want to be lapped. What was that, Kwon? Oh my flipping god. Medium tires half the age. Doesn't matter. One of the most controversial premature endings to a race. To a championship. Where this race was one of the title deciders. One of the match points for UJ, who started way down. Way down in 9th. While Rodi was on the front row of the grid. Locked up into turn 1. Fought it with no Sibo, and then we have no idea what happened. The camera did cut to it in the correct time. Riding on board with that also doesn't help, so wouldn't have done that anyway. I don't know why Kwon dives the leader and then decides, oh yeah, I can stay behind because now Kovačka is here all of a sudden. If there's a tire puncture now after I'm trying to line this up for the race win of Nocebo, this is gonna be absolutely hilarious. I don't know what Kwon is doing. Nocebo may have taken out one of the championship contenders, we don't know. Maybe this race win doesn't even stand. He's very slow. Is that a good exit by Kovačka, maybe? Oh my god, it's so close at the end. But Nocebo wins the all-famous Monaco Grand Prix in front of Kovačka. And 40 seconds back, it's a country mile. Is UJ. And he's your surprise championship winner in Season 8 after signing up as a reserve driver. He has been on it from day one. Took lots and lots of podiums. Then his first race win in an absolute brawl in Mexico. And took another one the week after. Has built on his championship lead. Rolly's mistakes in China in the special qualifying format. And last week have costed him so much. UJ is his Season 8 Division 2 Drivers Champion. Congratulations to him and Ferrari, who also take, with this result, the team crown. They are the champions of the teams. They are the Constructors World Champions. Takagino's 4th. Skid Solo will be the last one to cross the line. Everyone else is already through. And he has equalized his best individual performance in one of the most absolutely outrageous Grand Prix, where we had probably, on average, 4 stops per driver, if you count it down. And there's your winner. It's a McLaren, just like in real life. And 2 Ferraris on top as well. Plenty to celebrate. And just like Lando Norris, Kovachka takes... Uj takes a 3rd place to win it all at the end. Takagino replies, GG, good points for you. Yeah, I've got bad news for you. No Sibo for now, if that incident doesn't have any consequences. Wins the race, despite that, even if he gets demoted, Kvechka is the right call on the surprise winner, Uj Takagino. Then we have Kuan, who was lapped as well. 6th position, takes an additional point for the fastest lap. Jamaicans 7th, still nowhere to be seen despite 5 positions gained. Falkeroy 8th, Quincy 9th, Ducato, then T-Brand retiring on the from the podium position. Salvi crashed himself out. Ibo retired in the pit lane. Dempsey also retired early, and then Rowley and Rendok on the opening lap brought out the red flag, and that has been it for the Monaco Grand Prix. I'm gonna try to talk to the guys. I think Kovachka and Uj won't probably do it, so we may do... Who was 4th? Takagi was 4th, I think. Yeah. Let's go Skid Solo. Maybe Takagino. Let's go. Commentary, copying. No Sibo. Skid Solo. Yeah, we will await some people for the interviews now. Let me give you this one, this screen. Okay, let's get solos here. Yeah, Kovachka and Uj are not super confident on the English. Or at least maybe they even don't speak it, can only read and write it. Happens. Interview. Okay, it doesn't look like we get an interview with no Sibo, but we will be moving to Skid Solo finish inside of the top 5 in P5. Once again, after Japan inside of the season, Skid Solo yet been on such a good run throughout this year. You've been improving constantly. You found something that wasn't right in your setup. You fixed that, and you've consistently performed very well. And that's a nice comeback on a very difficult track after your very sad DNF in Monza last time out. How do you feel after this one? And please give us a quick summary of your race. Yeah, you're obviously referring to that a very long, hard stint there at the end. I was very surprised to see some of these guys with less tire laps on their tires to come in before you. But yeah, I think staying out, not being stuck in traffic, despite the dropping numbers in active drivers inside of the race, obviously helped. There's been obviously a very competitive field inside of this season. We were looking forward to see more people who were usually in previous years at the back to have some chances. Now you've taken 2 very good results, as I said before, with 2 P5s. Was there any overall feeling going into the season that you could achieve something, or was there a personal goal you had before going into the season? Yeah, that's true. Obviously, we still have 1 race to go in 7 days' time. It's going to be Australian Grand Prix to round off the season. Anything, you can maybe target there? Is this one of your maybe stronger tracks, or do you absolutely despise it? Or what is your overall feeling on the Albert Park circuit? Oh, hopefully. All right. You should absolutely be. All right. Yeah. Let's see what happens in 7 days' time down under, and congratulations again on a good result here in Monte Carlo, as we have seen your second P5 finish inside of the season. Good points for you and Sauber. Maybe there's still a fight with you and Red Bull come next week. So let's see where all of these incidents and maybe post-race penalties I expect as well plan out. So yeah. We're going to be keeping an eye on that for the pre-race talk next week. But that's it from me, and obviously for this race as well. So yeah, take care until next week. We maybe you have another good one, and we speak after. This has been the overall finish now for this race. As you can see on your screen, Australia with the full qualifying format is going to be our season finale. The titles have been wrapped up though. Congratulations again on Uj, who has been absolutely outperforming everyone, has been so consistent despite some recent dips in the qualifying. Has consistently shown race pace, absolute determination, racecraft, everything with strategy. He just shown, kind of out of the blue how good he was, because he had previously in stronger fields very good results, but he was not that consistent. So that is at least my perception of him, and he absolutely caught us by surprise. I hope I can do a good wrap up with Quincy on our predictions before the season, after he left me in the commentary booth for 2 races now. We're gonna take a look at that instead of a very long qualifying format for next week. So I'm hoping there's plenty of drivers to go out with a bang, as there's probably news on the F1 26 DLC tomorrow, which is quite surprising. And rumors say it's dropping at the end of April, which is like a month early. Yeah, it's probably gonna be not that detailed, not that big. Let's see. I have no idea what's happening there, but I'm interested to see what they did with it. If you enjoyed this, make sure to leave a follow, because SSRL is gonna be back next week. Next week, sorry, not weed. And if you missed that, just give us a follow, and you will catch us alive next time. Also, congrats again on the Constructors Championship for Ferrari. Kovačka has been performing very well recently, and that podium, that second place, is deserving once again. He was so close to that win, maybe still coming, who knows. And big shout out to everyone who survived that and finished that race. Very tough track to get yourself around, and with plenty of things happening. Strategy was also very important for tonight. One more to go, and we'll catch you next time in Down Under. Thank you for watching. I've been Herman the German. See you in 7 days' time for Australia. Good night.